This presentation covers indicators 15 and 16 from the Annual Performance Report, APR. Indicator 15 is the percent of hearing requests that went to resolution sessions that were resolved through settlement agreements. When there is a disagreement around special education and an SAU, School Administrative Unit, or family file a due process complaint, they are required to meet within 15 days for a resolution session. This graph represents the baseline percentage, the targets from 2006 up to 2019, and the percentage of resolution sessions that were resolved through settlement agreements. This table shows the baseline, the yellow dotted line at the top, the targets, which are shown in dark blue, and the previous data up to 2019 shown in light blue. For this indicator, the baseline, the percentage during the first year that the indicator was measured using the current measurement method, is 57%. This means that 57% of the hearing requests that went to resolution sessions were resolved through settlement agreements in 2005. The targets and corresponding data are from 2006 through 2019 and were measured using the current measurement method. You'll notice that there are no light blue bars shown on the slide after 2013. The years for which there are no data are because the number of resolution sessions was less than 10. States aren't required to meet targets or report percentages on this indicator when the number of resolution sessions is less than 10. The number in parentheses indicates the number of resolution sessions. Overall, the data doesn't show a strong trend throughout the years because the percentage is frequently 0%. Before 2013, we can see that the percent of agreements had been decreasing overall. Targets must be ambitious but achievable, and the final target at the end of the 6-year period must reflect an improvement over the actual data from the baseline. The targets for any indicator are the goals. They are what we hope to see for the performance percentages and need to be greater than the baseline. The target we've maintained since 2010 has been 58%. Our task is to decide what we want our targets to be for this indicator for the next 6 years. The baseline for this indicator is 57%, so keeping the target the same at 58% is an option because it's greater than the baseline. The question is, do we think we should keep the target at 58% or raise it? Lowering the target is not an option because the target must be greater than the baseline of 57%. Indicator 16 is the percent of mediations held that resulted in mediation agreements. When an SAU and family disagree about special education, they have the opportunity to use mediation. Mediation allows for the SAU and family to come together with an independent third party, provided by MDOE, to see if a resolution can be agreed upon. Mediation can be used during the complaint process, when a due process hearing has been filed, or on its own as a standalone service. In Maine, there are generally around 50 mediations held in any given year, so one mediation agreement equates to somewhere around a 2% change. The calculation hasn't changed in the life of the indicator, so our baseline, shown as the yellow dotted line at the top, was set in 2005 with a percentage of 83.3%. The percentages, shown as the light blue bars, have been in the 60s and low 70s across the past 5 or 6 years. Our latest target was set in 2010 and is 85%. The red dotted line shows a trend that indicates the overall decrease in mediation agreements across the years. Our original baseline was 83.3%, and our most recent target was 85%. Although our percentages have declined over the years, We would be unable to lower our target below 83.3% because the Office of Special Education Programs has stipulated that the targets must reflect improvement over the baseline. Our task is to decide if we want our target to remain at 85% or if we want to raise it for the next 6 years. In this case, it would be difficult to meet our target if we raised it because the data have shown an overall downward trend. Your input is very important to us, and we want to hear from you. Please click on the survey link and complete the survey for indicators 15 and 16.